Well, well, well. It's Monday, baby. I just woke up. Don't you look at my hair, honey. I slept for 12 hours. I haven't slept for 12 hours since I was a baby. I was so tired. It was the longest trip ever. The longest trip ever, dear. She spent most of the time in the hospital, bless her heart. She didn't feel well. She had an infection. We got to get these kidneys out of her. Baby, let me tell you about this polycystic kidney disease. So her kidneys do not function. She's on dialysis. She does it at home. But her kidneys are very large and just covered with polyps and cysts, and I mean very large. She looks like she's 9 months pregnant with twins, and it's nothing but kidneys in her gut, swollen. And as soon as I got there, she'd been so excited for me to come that she burst a cyst on her kidney and went into sepsis and had to go to the hospital. It was something else, baby. And this is something that happens all the time. We are waiting for this surgery to remove these kidneys. She was supposed to have this surgery to remove these kidneys 3 weeks ago and ended up with a kidney infection, had to postpone the surgery. Now she's got it scheduled for next week and she's got a kidney infection. So they're going to have to push it back a week in hopes that they can clear this up and get these kidneys out of her to stop these cysts from bursting open and causing sepsis and infections. It's a mess, baby, and I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. We tried Saturday to have a good day and go down to San Francisco and see the sights and spend some time together outside of the hospital bed. But I fear that she's going to go back to the hospital today and do some more IV antibiotics because we don't want to push this surgery back any further. We don't want to push it back any further than we already have. We keep having to push it back. We just want these damn kidneys out of her. Because once she gets these damn swollen kidneys out of her, she can actually travel because she does her dialysis on her own at home with her own little machine. It's crazy, baby. The things we do to keep ourselves alive. The will to survive, honey. I'm so proud of her. I don't know if I could hook myself up to that machine for 8 hours every night and be monitoring it and it's something else. I'm so proud of her for fighting for her own survival against this damn disease our family has. Anyway, I'm going to try to catch up on the tea today. You know, I dreamed about the rapture last night, baby. Yes, I did. I dreamed about the rapture. I dreamed that we all ran out and bought a bunch of helium tanks and some blow-up dolls and got some loudspeakers and just set them off into the sky. And I was the voice of God. Yes, baby, I played the voice of God in the rapture. And I was telling the peoples who didn't get raptured to pack their bags for their bullet train to hell because they weren't going, baby. I was letting people know, those are the real Christians up in the sky today. If you're not floating away, grab your bags and pack them promptly. Your bullet train to Beelzebub will be departing the station soon. That's what I kept saying in the dream. Honey, I was the voice of God telling these people to board the bullet train to Beelzebub. Ooh, baby. Only if that was true. Maybe I should call Morgan Freeman today. Morgan, you want to do a little show with me? You want to put on a show with me with a loudspeaker? We could be God together. We could be God. I need to get in the shower and do something about this hair, honey. I was just so damn tired. I took my shower, got the nastiness of the damn plane and the airport off of me. And another thing, if I can ever avoid having to stop in the Dallas-Fort Worth airport ever again, I will avoid it at all costs, baby. I don't think I'm ever going to fly again. The flight itself wasn't that bad, but the Dallas-Fort Worth airport, honey, what a mess. That place is an absolute mess. You have to get off a train off of the plane and then board yourself on a train to go catch your next plane. I mean, planes, trains, and automobiles all at one place, honey. All at one place, baby. Anyway, I'll never do that again. I'd much rather just drive my ass across the country than have to deal with that shit, baby. I swear. But I'm going to get off of here and I got to catch up. I've got so much tea to consume about the orange food so I can catch y'all up. Last I checked in on him was last week when he was telling his people that they were stupid. Honey, only smart people don't like him, So he basically told them, y'all are dumb fucks, is what he basically. That was the last time I heard anything he had to say. But from what I know, apparently yesterday there was that little memorial or whatever for the little Kirk boy, and then of course Daddy made it all about himself. All about himself, and he let everybody know that he absolutely hates us, honey, just absolutely hates us. But don't you worry, when people get old and they get the dementia, they get angry for no reason. They hate everybody when they get the dementias and the Alzheimer's. And I think he's more Alzheimer's than dementias because he can't control the flow of his pee or his poop. And that's an Alzheimer thing right there. And he can't control what comes out of his mouth either. Anyway, I'm going to catch up on the tea. I'm going to have me a cup of coffee and get to it, baby. Consuming the nonsense. An update on my friends. They are leaving for their trip out of this country for good next 2 weeks from now. I'm so excited for them to get to somewhere safe, baby. Because I know now, apparently, the wrinkled corpse, the reanimated dude, what's the H-brain, the one that weren't, RFK Jr., honey, I'm still tired. I'm still half asleep. I couldn't even think of that fool's name. Now he's saying it's Tylenol, and apparently Daddy's repeating it too. Tylenol is what's causing the autism? Will it please explain to me why my grandfather and all of his siblings were savants and they had never taken Tylenol, neither had their parents? How did they have like 12 kids and 10 of them be autistic when nobody in the family ever ate Tylenol? I'm talking about these was hillbillies, baby. They didn't know what real medicine was. They lived in the hills. My grandfather's brother's name was Tinker, because he liked to tink with shit, honey. These were real hillbillies. So please tell me how they all ended up with autism when they'd never even seen a Tylenol a day in their life, baby. People in the hills don't use Tylenols back in the day. So how come all their kids ended up with autism? I tell you why, motherfuckers. Because it's genetic, baby. It's genetic. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Because back in the day, we didn't say they was, autistic. We said they was savants. They was geniuses. It was a form of being a genius. You was really good at something, but just incapable of doing the other thing. That's being a savant, baby. And there ain't nothing wrong with it. And the sooner these fools, I think I know what it is. You know why they don't like the autistic people? Because they're all stupid. They have no special skills. That's why. That's why they hate it, because they can't do anything. They might know how to read and write on a 3rd grade level, but they can't even tie their shoes, and they damn sure can't savantly do a fucking thing. Recognize a pattern? Honey, they've been listening to that man talk for fucking 10 years, and they still ain't figured out the pattern of his bullshit. That's why they don't like autism. They're jealous. They're intimidated, baby. Anyway, let me get the hell off of here. I'll be back later with some more tea. I got to get some coffee in me. I swear I do. To get my brain functioning. I love y'all. I miss y'all so much. I miss pouring the tea. Where's my coffee cup? Here. Let me get my shit together. I'll be back. Love y'all.